If you're watching this, life is probably throwing a lot of obstacles your way right now. You're probably experiencing a lot of adversities and challenging situations, to say the least. But this is your sign that everything is going to get better, okay? I know when you're going through those rough times, when you're really just trying to grow, you're trying to be the best person you can possibly be, and everything, it seems like everything is going wrong, that is a sign that you are on the right path. Because if you were on the wrong path, everything would just go so smoothly. Because when you're falling, there's no resistance, okay? But when you're trying to go up, you feel gravity, you feel the pullback. So when you're trying to achieve something, when you're trying to reposition your life and you feel that struggle, why is everything going wrong? Why does it seem like God doesn't want me to succeed? Is this the wrong path for me? And you start having those doubts, you gotta have faith, okay? Because without faith, anything can throw you off your path, okay? So let's say you're trying to work on something and the smallest inconvenience happens, right? That's gonna, somebody without faith in their vision, that's gonna lead them off track, right? But if you have faith, right, and you really feel like you know that the thing that you're working towards is gonna come to fruition, that means nothing, and I mean nothing, can throw you off your path. When everybody, and I mean everybody, is telling you that you are delusional, the thing that you are working towards will not happen, fuck them, okay? Because the things that you are working on is guaranteed to happen. If you have that vision and you have faith and you know that you won't quit, then it's impossible for you to fail, okay? The only way you can fail is if you die. And even if you die, you didn't fail, because death is a cycle. So you can just, we're not even gonna get into that, but you can't lose. If you don't quit, you can't lose, okay? It's impossible. You just have to have faith. The reason that it seems like everything is going wrong in your life at this moment, when you feel like you can feel success, but it's just like almost just barely out of your reach, and every little thing just tends to keep happening. It just keeps throwing you off. It seems like you just can't get there. You feel like quitting. You just feel like you're so close, but you feel so far. That's a sign. That is a sign to not give up. If you're young, well, you don't even have to be young, but somebody that knows how to work the internet. You ever seen that kind of like that meme with that miner? He's mining for diamonds and he walks away. As soon as he's about to reach those diamonds, that's you, okay? That's you if you quit. And that one miner right below him that reached the diamonds, that's you if you don't quit, okay? There's no reason for you to quit. All you have to do is just keep going, okay? Don't quit, keep going. I know you gotta think of the mindset of the miner when he's in there digging for diamonds. He's mining, he's going. He's going and he's going and he's going. And you don't know how long he's been mining for. It could have been years, could have been months, could have been days, but he got tired, right? So he got tired and he wanted to go the other direction. But you in that situation, you cannot get tired. When you feel like you're getting tired, you have to keep going. Do not quit. Once you feel like you're tired, that means you have to continue. That means you have to keep going. That means you're almost there. When you're running track and you're running for a long time and you feel like you're like, well, not track, but cross country, right? Let's say you're running and you don't know when it's gonna end. You really don't know when it's gonna end and you feel like quitting. That means you gotta keep going, because you know the end point is near. Somewhere, somehow, you know that it's near. So you just have to keep going. You just gotta keep going. But man, let me walk around a little bit. I know y'all don't want to hear that baby crying and shit. I don't know, man. These people see me recording a video, but it is what it is. But you just got to keep going, man. You can't let things throw you off your goal, you know? You got to have faith. You got to stay focused because everything is going to try to throw you off. So that's why you got to keep it in your mind that you're on the right path. If you was doing something that was wrong for you, then it wouldn't be no resistance. But the fact that you feel all this resistance is a sign that you are leveling up. You feel all this resistance because the old version of you is not used to the things that you're doing. Like, let's keep it a book. You probably lazy as shit, right? And you trying to do things that are uncomfortable. You doing these things that are uncomfortable is making you like, oh man, this shit is so hard. Maybe I should quit. But you want to quit because that's the old you that basically does not want to die. The lazy version of you don't want you to do all these exercises. The lazy version of you don't want to die, right? The lazy version of you is lazy, fat, unhealthy, right? So when you start doing these things that get in shape to become healthy, fit, motivated, the lazy part of you doesn't want to die. The fat version of you doesn't want to die, so it's going to show resistance once you get into that new part of you, right? So it's up to you to have faith in the version that you want to be. You feel me? Like, you can't let all those things get to you. Like, let's say, right over there, right? Let's say if I would have got, let any small hindrance throw me off, right? Let's say those people came over there, started talking, crying and shit, right? I could have been like, fuck this video, it's ruined. But no, doesn't matter. It's a distraction. I know this video is gonna reach the target audience. I know it's people out there that needs to see this. I know it's people out there that needs to hear this message, okay? So just because you're going through that very hard point in your life, it's just a sign that you're near a breakthrough. Just keep going, don't quit. Because why did you come that far? You did not come that far to just quit. You didn't come that far to just give up. You came that far because you had faith and a passion in your dream that you will make it one day. And just because you're going through that struggle, just because you feel like quitting does not mean to quit. You feel like quitting, the moment you feel like quitting is the moment 98% of other people would have quit, right? You're that 1%, you're that 2% of people that once you push past that moment that mostly everybody else would have quit, you're gonna reach that 1% because you're gonna decide not to quit. You're gonna decide to hold that faith even though everything seems like it's not going in your favor. You're like, no, I'm gonna make this work. So that tells your brain, okay, back is against the wall. I have to figure this out because quitting is not an option and you're gonna find a way. You're gonna find a way to make it work. No matter what, I believe in you. You should believe in yourself. God believes in you, okay? Doesn't matter if I believe in you or not. Let's say if I didn't. The vision that you have means that God believed that you could do it. He wouldn't give a mission to somebody that isn't capable of doing it. So if you feel like you can do it, even if you don't feel like you can do it, if you got a vision, that means you can do it. So just hold tight in your vision, have faith, and you can achieve anything. God bless.